Hey guys, Planethead here. Happy Friday, I think it is. Working a midnight shift, I have a tendency to forget what days are days. Um, that's fantastic. What days are days? May not sound like it by my chipper attitude. I'm a little bit under the weather, not horribly, but um, so this is the middle of my work week. So I'm a little bit shorter on time to do videos, but I thought today um, give a quick update, get out there and start blowing some stuff up and talk while I do it because that's what I'm really bad at. Uh, I just did some scanning. I was moving from one area to another. Just to give you an idea here, um, I've now set up shop in a couple different areas out here in Stain. Here and here and a little bit up here and a little bit here. And what I'll do now is I'll just travel from one area to another with my exploration ship and scan down data sites and relic sites. And as I'm going there, once I get to my destination, I'll then pick up a combat ship and go blow some stuff up. On my way here, I think I was over here in A4, worked my way over to here. I actually got sidetracked. I wasn't paying attention. Went up this way. Um, I was able to pick up, I think, about 20 million ISK and stuff. Do I still have it on my ship here? Oh, I already dropped it off. So, good little, good little jaunt. Um, this is some other stuff that I've picked up along the way. Nothing huge. Some things in the future that I'd like to do some videos on is I started doing a few of the um, really low level pirate missions, or the pirate. They basically seem like the same type of missions that you would do in high sec. I've never done these before. To see what I can get from the loyalty point stores down the road. Um, and one thing I noticed in here yesterday, I was just kind of seeing because the loyalty point stores, a lot of the stuff is the same, but there's a few differences. There was a ship in here, and maybe if you guys have any ideas, I obviously I can get a succubus, which is pretty cool there. There was another one here. Maybe it was just the blueprint, not the phantasm. I swear it was a ship that I'd never seen before. Let me scroll up here. Maybe it's a little higher up. Maybe I'm insane. Nope, there it is. Never saw this before. This was a stand-up shadow blueprint. So going into this, um, let's do that. This is a little bit interesting. I'll go ahead and, if I were to do some more missions here, um, here's the blueprint, and you go in here and you say, okay, what does this produce? So pull that up here. Now here's the weird part. It gives a description, and it's got some attributes here, and everything here, and what I need to build it. But it doesn't give it any like bonuses or negatives, so that's interesting. And it doesn't give the fittings on it. So I'm wondering if this would even be worthwhile to make. Maybe I'll do a little bit of research on it. A stand-up shadow. This is what it looks like in general. It's a weird looking ship. I'm not really sure I like the look of it. Um, so maybe down the road I'll take a look at see what's going on with that. So able to make it here. We'll go ahead and pull out my executioner. Oh, I always like to see if there's anything I can throw in as an upgrade. Uh, I have added in some Sisters Core Probe scanners, which have allowed me. I was able to actually scan down a level 4 relic site. I'm not sure if I was a little bit lucky with that. I got a little bit faster than I was expecting, and that's without having any rigs or any of the pinpointing or other additional stuff on here. So um, I threw in a couple drones just for the fun of it, and basically the rest is the same as it was. Nothing special going on there. The only thing I wanted to see is if I had, I think I picked up a cargo scanner. So let's just check that out here. While I was killing stuff, I think this is it. Enduring cargo scanner. And if that is a low slaughter, scans the cargo hold of another ship. Now I'm not sure if that will scan a cargo box. So we'll try that out whenever I go out next time. Where's the fitting? Fitting is in a... Oh, it's a medium power. Don't want a medium power. That does me no good because I've already filled up all 3 slots there. So we got that going on. Anything else here I got that I picked up? Maybe I'm missing something. Not really. Let's just check our... I know I've got low power slots open. So, reinforced bulkheads, don't really need those. Don't need that in this ship. Here looks all pretty normal. Do I have a damage control on this? I think I did. Yeah, I did. Okay. But that's just a regular one. So let's upgrade that. Why not? Doesn't hurt. Hey, if it saves me 1 out of 1,000 times, that's 1 of 1,000 times that it saves me. And I got that for free from killing stuff. There we go. Alrighty. So let's take a look at our executioner here. Nothing really upgradable that I've gotten recently. I haven't gotten any new guns. That has been a little bit distressing. I haven't picked up any new, in my salvage, any new low-level things to blow things up with. So I'm going to keep killing a few things. It's interesting out here, and I'll talk about that probably while I'm flying. The differences between the other 2 NPC null-sec areas I've flown in, the items dropped are a little bit different by the rats, but also the frequency of the types of items seem to be a little bit different, but I haven't been out here a long time. Okay, let's get to our safe spot right away, and we'll plan out what we want to do. I like to come up with just a quick plan as to where I want to go. As you've seen before, I'm going to be flying around in some asteroid belts for a little bit. Good. I was doing some research and reading on the types of gunnery and tracking and that sort of thing. So, one thing to take a look at here is whenever you're looking at your laser cannons for the Amar ships, the fall off in optimal ranges are very close together. So basically, you just want to look at your optimal range and try to kill stuff with that. From what I understand, the projectile guns, and that after I played with them a while back, allow you a larger fall off range. So even if you're not up close and personal or within that optimal range, you're still able to do some damage. Whereas the lasers would do not do that sort of thing. So that is one positive or negative. Now, so let's see where we're at here. We are in RLDS. Let's swing up. I don't really want to be in this area here as much. We're going to try RV or KP. See if anybody's hanging out in either one of those. If not, maybe we'll just do a little bit of blowing stuff up. Now, again, I apologize if my voice is a little... Oh, shoot. That's not good. I'm still in my executioner. Okay, so if you're just joining me, okay. Got a little lucky there. Lost my connection while warping to a gate. So that was not good. Um, we want to get off this gate as quickly as possible. I don't worry so much whenever I'm in combat situations, especially in these belts with this, because A, my ship is not too bad. It's the gate situation if you lose your connection, because it leaves you basically as a sitting duck until you get logged back in, or unless it times you out, which the timing out can take a little while. Okay, so I'm in RV5. Hopefully my connection will stay up here. If you haven't watched in the past, if you want to check out anything, I try to do an episode every day or every other day. I'm doing a 100-day run right now with Jeremiah Johnson 72 to see what living as an alpha is like for 100 days. I have an end goal, um, but if you want to check out, I put the playlist for all of the episodes in the description of the video. Um, and hopefully, I want to take, once I get to maybe 50 or 100 episodes, and look back at the old videos and see how things have changed. So that'll be kind of interesting. Maybe I'll do it like episode 25 or day 25, and a retrospective, that sort of thing. So, big thing here. My save spot that I've got gives me a view of every single gate and station in this area. So if you notice up here on my saved locations, I've got save all sites. Now, let's look at the asteroid belts. What do we have here? So we've only got 2 asteroid belts in this system. So it's not the best for hunting, but there's nobody here right now. So why not? Let's go see what we got going on here. Okay, so I'm going to say something here and then warp away. This is what I think it is. The first thing I notice here are that there's mining barges here for True Creations. This happened to me the other day, and I got very lucky. Um, I don't know if this would happen now, but I was actually clearing out an asteroid belt out here, and the Sancha, it seems, are part of the True Creations. And I was clearing out just regular a battleship that was there. And while I was doing it, a single retriever from Sanchez warped in and started mining. Um, and I didn't touch it. I didn't bother it. I didn't target it. I didn't do anything with it. But I kept an eye out because I was wondering. Um, and after about 30 seconds or so, the defense fleet for their mining barges showed up. And luckily, I was keeping an eye out, and I was able to warp out before they blew me up. So they treated it very similar to if I would have attacked, if I was in high sec and I attacked a corporation mining barge fleet, and the Concorde showed up. Now the thing there was I never attacked the retriever, but it was of the same group. So I'm not going to go after that asteroid belt because of that. So I don't want to take the chance. So I can't remember. Did I go to 2 or 1? We'll swing back over. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just going to check out and see what I got here as far as... Well, there's a couple sites here. Okay. So we've got a couple of destroyers. I'm going to try to close in range on these guys. See if I can take them out. I probably cannot take out this battleship yet. Let's see how much she's worth. 650, so it's a lower level battleship. But I do want to try to take out these destroyers. Why? Number one, it'll get me my daily skill bonus of, I think it's 1.5 thousand ISK, or 1.5k ISK. But, oh shoot. Okay, so you notice here these retrievers showed up again. I'm not going to take the chance. And there's only 2 asteroid belts in this area, so they could just be bouncing between the 2. So what I'm going to do is I am going to move over to KPFQ and see what happens there. At some point down the road, as I get better ships, I'll start maybe trying out some of these cosmic signatures, or like the hidden whatever it is right here. Maybe move up the line there. The other things I will do is be able to scan down combat sites and do those. Um, okay, nobody in here. Good. So let's see. We got 5 asteroid belts. Let's just check them out here. This should be a little bit better. Where we at with time? Okay, we got a little bit of time. 17 minutes. What's my, there's only 1 cosmic signature here. Okay. So here is one thing, and I think I touched on this in the past. Um, this asteroid belt that I'm in, okay, there's obviously nobody here for me to shoot, but this is something to look for whenever you're trying to do the asteroid belts. Notice how these 2 gates are at 80 AU and 51 AU out, plus the 3 stations in this system are 59 out. So anybody warping into this system through the gates or loading up the game through these systems is going to be outside of my 14.3 AU over here, which will allow me a little bit of time should I start using larger ships with slower warp out speeds to get out of the way. So this is something you always want to keep an eye on. I'm not just talking asteroid belts, but any anomalies that you're doing, that sort of thing. Oh, hey, guy showed up. Practice makes perfect. Well, let's go find this guy. So, again, we've got 3 separate battleships here that I probably can't take out yet, but I'm almost there. And then I've got a couple of not destroyers, frigates. So I'm going to go and see if I can take them out. Hopefully my speed will keep me outside the range of getting killed by the battleships. Here we go. Always good to be outside. Okay, so this is one thing that these guys do, is they tracking disrupt you. This is the Plague Lord that does it to me. So this is something that I really do need to upgrade. Now what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to webify this guy so it slows him down. Notice here he's at 202. His speed's going to slow down. And they aren't webifying him anymore. Notice it, or tracking disrupt me here. So I'm starting to hit him. I've slowed him down. Found butchers to be a little bit of a pain. I'm going to now start going in and out on him. Let's get my... There we go. I'm starting to hit him. What I'm doing is closing my range, and then I'm going to pull out. What this does is kind of align my guns a little bit better. Notice I'm hitting them for a lot more. There's one down. And this right here is kind of my explanation of why I like doing this. It's more of an active gameplay. When I've only got 30 minutes to an hour that I can play for a day, because of work or something like that, this just makes it more interesting than just coming in and pointing and clicking. Okay, let's get the guns up and going, and let's try to slow this guy down. Should drop down here. Notice he's down under 500. Starting to hit him a little bit. We're going to approach him. Try to do the same thing that we did before. I'm going to heal that up a little bit. Whoa, that hurt. Let's get our armor repairing a lot more. Now let's pull back out again. As my skills go up, I like to keep an eye out on this. I think I'm going to keep the Executioner as kind of my test ship. As I grow, I'll still keep this ship available to see how my skill bonuses are helping out, plus other things. Okay, let's webify this guy. There's probably better ways of doing this. I've just found this to be, and we'll approach him. Just basically a lot easier. If you want an explanation, not as to why I'm doing what I'm doing, but maybe some of the mechanics behind it, what is it? The Eve University's websites where they talk about tracking. There's a really good website on that to explain why some things you're able to hit, other things you aren't. Maybe next video I'll go over that, or just give a brief shout out to it. Or, you know what? Once I pick this stuff up, I want to see what these guys have. Good. I'm hoping that I can get better guns, because I can still upgrade those and increase my damage capability. Did I? Come on. There we go. Nope, just a drone there. You're not going to get much off these guys. Then what I'll do is I'm going to just swing it over to the Sanchez Lord. I think that's probably the wimpiest one out of the three of these guys. That's nothing. Don't really need to hang out too much for that. Loot that, whatever. I'll take it. That's some titanium if I melt it down. Doesn't hurt me. Last but not least, okay, not a whole lot. There we go. Let's go check out this Lord real quick. So we got three separate guys here. We got a Lord and a Plague Lord, so I'm assuming he's tougher. Yep, a lot tougher. And a Tyrant. Wow, 1.85? Oh, okay, so I got something to shoot for. So to look at the differences between these guys, obviously they're going to have some other positives and negatives to them, like damages and things that they can do. But if you notice here, the bounties are a lot different. You'll see the resistances here go up. As an Amar, your lasers only do EM and thermal damage. They do not do these, but they're set up perfectly to fight against these guys. 49, now that's 44, and 40. So this Lord would only get me 500,000K. This might be the wimpiest of all the battleships. I'm now circling him. So let's just see how much damage I can do with my primitive setup that I have here. I'm within optimal. I'm doing this here. Now I can do some damage right off the bat. The question is he an armor tank? Now, would I normally do this? Probably not, because it will take, even if I'm able to kill him, it will take quite some time. But every once in a while, a little 500K and ISK is not bad, especially at the low level that I'm at. While we're waiting on him, let's just swing back over here and I'll show you tracking Eve online. Turret mechanics, I think that's what it was. Yeah, turret mechanics. Check this page out. A lot of math going on if you get a chance, but if you like that sort of thing, so we are still digging into his. The big thing is once we get into his armor, right now it's still at 100%. We want to see how much it repairs. This is just a fact-finding mission. But turret mechanics right here, this will tell you so much. Not only whether or not you can hit somebody, but whether or not you can get good hits. Notice how your levels of damage go up and down. That's because it goes by, I'll make sure these guns keep going, the type of hit that you do to somebody. And that is controlled by range, signature radius, that sort of thing. Alrighty, so we're starting to do a little bit of armor damage here. But you notice, watch, yep, so right there you saw he repaired his armor. But didn't do a whole lot. So, the other thing that you can do whenever you're doing something like this is you can test things out. Like, how well is your optimal range working? Right now I'm within optimal range for all three. I could actually test out my webifier to see how much it affects them. I'm at 91 here. You can change your overview to show their speed, which is somewhat really helpful. You can work on different things while this is free right up here. I might see if I can go ahead and kill him. Other than that, not a whole lot going on. I've been slowly updating all of my sites here that I've been able to scan down. That's really saved a ton of time. If you do something similar to this, I think there's some third-party sites that will allow you to do this sort of thing. I just do it in the notepad. This literally has sped up my scanning by probably, I'm not even joking, at least 100%, if not 200 to 300%. I'm able to fly into a system and see that these three sites are already taken. And some of these combat sites will last like a week. And not even done. So, yeah, it will save you the time of constantly rescanning down the same sites over and over again. One thing to also think about is speed. So let's say I rolled into that system, and those three sites plus a new site is there, and so I already know those three sites are dead. Somebody else comes in at the same, maybe, and I scan down the fourth site, and it turns out to be a relic site, so I start breaking it down. As I'm opening up the boxes there, somebody else comes in, and I see that they drop some, like some core probes. I know I've got a little bit of time because they're going to try to scan down different sites in that area. So it can get me another box or two before I have to decide whether or not I want to leave the area or not. Right now, I'm going to leave the area almost every time because my skills and my ship aren't the greatest. All right, so I am in a frigate, and I am now blowing him up in his, into his structure. Now, if you notice here, the Plague Lord is tracking, disrupting me. That's something I wanted to check out. wanted to see if while I'm being done there, whether or not that would affect my tracking. So I'm at a 99 right now. Now that went away. So if it does come back on, I don't think it actually shows you how much your tracking is being affected. Maybe there's another way to do it. So we almost got him dead. That's pretty cool. Didn't think I'd be strong enough to actually take out a battleship. This is the lowest level battleship, but still. So right now my offense is at 86.2 DPS. So I would say to kill the lowest level battleship, at least out here in Stain, you're looking at like an 85 at least. I'm not sure if the time spent to kill this guy is worthwhile. I maybe would have been able to fly over and kill a couple other things. I'm more so looking for items versus the bounty. But still, that's all right. Now, as I kill these guys, my reputation with the Sancha is going to go down. So maybe doing some of the low-level missions will help that. Okay, there we go. Just getting close here. See what he's got for me. Well, there you go. And that might be why it's worthwhile. If you notice here, now there's a couple things that are going to pop up. Number one, the ship was worth 500,000 ISK. The items are worth 1.6 million ISK. Pretty nice. Notice here, I'm not even worried. My shields are up. I've been slowly regenerating. I'm not worried about my local. I'm just living out here now. Now here's the one negative. This is all worth 1.6, but in my little executioner, my cargo hold is only 1.15. So what I want to do is go through here and see what is worth what and grab that. So we got, that one's 20, that one's 50. That's the one that's taking up the most room, and coincidentally, it's the most expensive thing. So let's get the most expensive thing on here. Woohoo! There we go. How much room do we have? And then the armor plating is that. The gunner is that. Now, I actually want, I think, the armor plating for the future. That sounds weird. I've only got... Oh, that didn't really take up much room there. It was 10. So, let's go back over here. We're going to throw the armor plater in here. And then can we get this gunner in here? I think we can. And a little bit there. So that's 50k. Kamachka only has that. I'm not too worried about it. The big thing here is I like the armor plating because it's going to melt that down to get a decent amount of items. Ooh, they hit me. Whatever. Let's speed her up a little bit. Okay, so that's that. I think we're running up on 30 minutes here, maybe even a lot longer. Yep, 35. Hopefully that helped. You had a good time. I'm going to be starting to get ready to go for work. And I don't know if I'll have a video up tomorrow, but I'll definitely have one on Sunday. That'll be my first day off for my weekend. Maybe plan out a little bit more specific of a video. But you guys have a great day. Fly safe, fly dangerously, fly however the heck you want. It's Planethead. Have a good one. Alrighty. Bye-bye.